really grateful. I use that word a lot this week for our team, for our staff, and everybody really trying desperately to finish the correct way. I felt good about our preparation all week. I felt good about their attitude. And, through a difficult, trying season, they really laid it on the line tonight. And that's what I'm most proud of tonight's game is their mindset was right and their effort was right. We weren't perfect, but they really played hard. And I really respect that from our team and appreciate that from our team and our staff. So I think that's the big word. Is grateful to the seniors, what they've done for us, what they've meant to this program for so long. Really, you can't say enough good things about those guys. They came here when we weren't going to bowl games every year and taking those for granted and thinking, all that. So, those guys won a lot of football games for us and laid it on the line, and they didn't opt out and check it in like so many people are doing. And it's so easy to do right now in this day and age. And so just appreciate the way we finished up and the way we played tonight. Again, not perfect, but played really hard. Is this here from last week or what?
Hey, Mark, congrats. I know you got still a big week and some decisions ahead with the bowl game and everything, but just how much of a relief is this? And it's got to feel better after a win, I would think, but win or loss, just to get through this schedule and to be at the end of it.
I think that's a fair word right there. Relief. For coaches, you really never want to feel that way. But this year, I think that's a fair word. Just to get through it and persevere through difficult times, and so we'll see as we move forward.
John Hale.
Mark, it's such a weird to evaluate. We're 4-4 against the team on the original schedule. Theoretically, you could have 4 more non-conference wins and then 8-4. It's a completely different conversation. How do you kind of evaluate this season and what happened?
Well, that's a great point, John, and that's for you to write and put that out there because I believe it too. But we have to deal with what it is, and so it was difficult. It is difficult to play a 10 SEC schedule, and so there's really no point in me giving hypotheticals, but it's most certainly different. I could promise you that. Just mentally, the drain that it has on your team and the way you start and not having the ability to kind of get your confidence and just have some room for error. Playing a 10-game SEC schedule for us, I mean, it's just the pressure is immense, and it's every day, all day. And that's what people don't really always grasp, I don't think. It's not just these games. I mean, just the stress that it puts on you with the preparation and with our players every day, all day. It takes its toll. And I think, you're seeing that, throughout the league.
Derek Terry.
Thank you.
Mark, for those guys on the offensive line, those seniors, for their final play from scrimmage, I covered it will be a 79-yard touchdown on my first try to you guys. How fitting do you think that was?
Well, really didn't think of that, but just appreciate those guys. You can't say enough about that. That's a really special group, and they just done so much for us, and I appreciate the way they played today.
Larry Bott.
Mark, I just wondered, will you even be able to get any sleep tonight? You got so many things to think about with bowl game, signing day, staff evaluation, everything. You get time to breathe now.
I will get my standard rest time tonight, Larry. Don't you worry about that. It's only a couple hours, but I'll get a couple. No, I really don't. I don't. I'm pretty beat up after these games, to be honest with you. I feel like I played, but we'll we're gonna enjoy this tonight. You have to. They're too hard to come by. That's what a couple coaches, as I was getting aggravated on the sideline, and Coach Jags, he's been around a long time and been a lot of places. He's like, Coach, they're hard to come by. Enjoy it. And I was like, that's a good point. So it's at that point, I took my headset off with about 2.5 minutes to go in the game and tried to take a breath.
Terry Grace.
Mark, if you could talk a little bit about the balance, the offensive balance that you all struck tonight. For a while there, you were pretty much even passing and running, and that's something you hadn't seen too much of this year.
No, it was good to see. It really was. We felt like we can do that most of the year. We were, like I said, there's just many issues. It's hard to go back right now and think of all the what ifs, but it was nice to see that balance today.
John Hale.
Just to clarify, have you made any final decisions on staff changes for next year?
Out of respect, John, please don't press me on any of that today. It's not right. Thank you.
Josh Moore.
It seemed like he was almost purposeful putting Terry out there to try to get that record and some of that stuff, and AJ crossed the milestone. Just those guys reflect maybe on what they've done, specifically this year, especially, but just over their careers.
Yeah, without a doubt, we were trying to get some touches, in that game. Obviously we wanted to try to put them away, and we were kind of, just letting them linger around there for a minute in the second half. But we definitely wanted to get a few touches. We wanted Terry to get some opportunities. I wanted AJ to get it in there and score, but we're grateful for all those guys, and again the receivers just continue to play exceptionally hard and being very unselfish, and everybody wants the football, but they all continue to buy in and do whatever's necessary, and that was evident tonight, and that's what I'll remember from this team.
John Clay.
Yeah, Mark, I was kind of asked the same thing that Josh had, but more specifically about Terry and how you thought he played tonight.
I really thought he did a good job. He managed the game well. I think it's always easy to nitpick, but you're going to look back and you're going to want a few plays over. And I thought late in the game, with the runs, with the 2 third-down runs, just having a little more understanding of needing to get that extra half yard or the extra yard to keep some drives alive and really – get into a position to maybe put them away, and it took us a while to do that. I have to credit South Carolina. It was difficult not seeing Will. I have great respect for Will, but I know a lot of their coaches, and they played extremely hard. We're not used to getting 300 yards rushing on us. That's not a good feeling. I don't like that. It's probably why I have a humongous pain in my neck right now, but that's a good staff, and again, I wish the best for Will. He'll land on his feet, and many of those coaches over there are really good coaches.
Larry Bott.
Mark, I apologize for not knowing this, but what even is the bowl process, and how do you, going forward, balance what you think might be best for the program versus what might be best for the players for the next couple of years?
Well, I think that'll be a little bit of a balancing act there, Larry. I think our players are really have left it all on our practice field and on this game field, and have left it there for us this year. There's no question. They emptied the tank. They need to go get revived a little bit, get some time off, and I believe they're going to have a great mindset when they get a little bit of rest. I think it's difficult right now. I did bring it up, and then I kind of stopped myself. I'm like, let these young people enjoy it for a minute and decompress for at least 12 hours before I have a meeting with them tomorrow. But I think there's some obligation there, for myself and our team and our league, and if it's expected of us, we'll do what I've done all year. We'll put one foot ahead and forward and keep on pressing on and be excited about that opportunity. You can't take those things for granted. That wasn't always the case when I walked in the door here. And it does mean something to have maybe the first time in the history of this school to go to 5 straight bowls. And say what you want about the 4 wins, but it was only a 10-game schedule in the SEC, and hey, this stuff's hard, Larry. It's hard, and we'll evaluate it. I'll talk with Mitch. He and I discussed it briefly this afternoon, and he was great. He's supportive either way, and we agreed to get together tomorrow and make the best decision for our program, for our players, and our obligation for the league as well. I'm just.
Josh Moore.
I thought I was stuck on Larry there for a long time.
You're talking about things that had happened a lot before you got here, Mark. Your teams are responsible for almost half of the wins that this school's ever had against South Carolina. I know you don't care about streaks and that kind of stuff, but I mean, I think that kind of, how do you put that in perspective with the 4 games, you're winning 4 games, and just kind of maintain that level of consistency?
Well, I think it is important to continue, us progressing and continue to push. There's going to be bumps in the road. It's not always easy, but I have to continue to push that program, and we're again, I'll use the word relieved, I guess, to get through this year, this difficult circumstance. But I'm also super excited, to be honest with you, to push and to get better and to continue to grow this program. I'm really I'm excited about that.
Okay, we'll try Derek one more time. Derek Terry?
Mark, I did notice Devontae Robinson during senior night. Is he one of those guys that you're expecting back next season?
I hope so. Yeah, D-Rob and I did talk about that, and that's the plan right now.
All right, thank you, Coach Stoops.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.